Hey
Hello.
everybody! Welcome to the OtakuCast. I am your host, Angels Calamity, as always. I have a small YouTube gaming channel. Check me out on YouTube at Angels Calamity. And recently, I just second part to our massive castle build in the forest. You guys gotta check that out. And my co-host, Directionally Challenged.
Hello, I'm Directionally Challenged. I've been doing a little bit of shorts last week, and I released a sketch about country songs that didn't make it.
Excellent. Check that out on his
They
channel.
they included great lyrics, such as "My dog wouldn't ruin my life the day he ran away with my wife."
Yeah, that sounds like I could hear it in a country. And then we have our special guest today, Luna.
Hello, everybody.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is my first time.
It's okay.
I get tongue-tied at least 3 times a cast. Don't even about it.
3.
Go. Tell us about
Okay.
yourself.
What is up, my fellow Lunalites? This is Luna, Twilight Goddess, sitting here with Angels Calamity, Directionally Challenged, and the rest of the cast of Otaku Empire. It's nice to be here.
Awesome. We're going to talk about some anime stuff today. And let's not forget our best boy Chase, the stream manager, aka the God. He's in here.
I'm just chilling in here.
Couldn't forget him.
There he be.
Yeah.
All right, let's pop into oh, it's Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Almost forgot.
It
Happy
is Valentine's Day,
Hopefully,
aka for some, Single Awareness Day.
if you have a significant other, hopefully you guys are watching this together. If not, hey, here to keep
It's okay.
the next couple hours. Gotcha. But
We'll keep you
don't
company
forget
for an
to
hour and a
look at
half.
My shirt says I'm kind of a lady, but also definitely more of a pervert, and I really feel like it personifies who I am.
Just wearing My Hero Academia shirt.
I have that same shirt. We need to coordinate and wear
I
it
know.
on one day. Or did we already do that before?
We did it once on accident.
Did
It
we?
was interesting. Yeah, it was fun.
Perfect. My son also has the same shirt, Walmart Anime brand. You know. But anyway, we're gonna launch
Look,
into
it's the only place you can get anime shirts for like $8, okay?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. If you can find your size, though. If you can find your size. But DC, you want to hit us with your first news story of the day?
Well, actually, I kind of want to talk a little bit about. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I wanted to talk about, which was the Naruto Ninja Arena coming to North America.
I'm kind of sad I
didn't
didn't see that because I did not know. Tell us about what it is.
See, I only just found out about this. There's a Naruto board game. Now, I know about the Naruto tabletop, which is a whole other beast. But yeah, so apparently, if you knew anything about the Naruto show, Naruto Ninja Arena is a board game based around the tuning exams, which is interesting.
The tuning exams
yes.
are in canonically like the tournament arc of Naruto.
Yes, it says Naruto Ninja Academy takes place during the iconic tuning exams, which is the perfect setting to center the game around, to perfectly encapsulate the love of the fast-paced, back-and-forth combat that was established early and prevalent throughout Naruto. Team Kaidama chose simultaneous dice throwing as the mechanic for the new competitive game.
It actually looks super cool. You guys don't forget, if you're on our Discord, you can check out the links in the Otaku News channel.
So,
and
reading a
friend.
Yeah,
We'll battle it out in real time, matching symbols on your own dice to the out of the character selected. And gameplay halts when one player matches their ultimate ability and slaps a spiral in the middle of the board. It looks fun. Like, there's little character cards and all that kind of stuff. There's a ramen card because ramen.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting the way you play it. It's like a card battle game with dice.
And then there's already pre-orders and some extra goodies with that. So if you guys are going to check it out, or if you've pre-ordered already, let us know and below.
It's about $45, so it's a board game. It's a board game.
I'm gonna try to talk my husband, who also has a love for Naruto, and we love it.
I'm just gonna make my own version.
Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
Leave me alone.
Our next news story I'll tell you guys about is the Pokemon franchise gets 25th anniversary virtual concert featuring Post Malone. They announced on Thursday that it will stream a virtual concert featuring Post Malone on the franchise's Twitch channel and 25th anniversary website. The concert will happen at 7 p.m. EST on February 27th, also known as Pokemon, and will commemorate the 25th anniversary of the original Pokemon Red and Green games released in Japan. Trailer
I'm just
out
not that into Post
now,
Malone.
and look, he's cool, he's popular, and
I'm just not into
it will
Post Malone.
also serve as a launch for P25, a global music project. See, there's number one. A collaboration between the Pokemon franchise, a Universal Music Group, and musical artists, including Perry. The console will reveal more
They kind
details
of
about it.
they kind of did that with like the '90s Pokemon CD.
Did they? Yeah. Oh, I remember that CD.
Yeah, it had the Poke Rap. It had the On the Road to Viridian City on it.
There's a lot of Pokemon games that have just really solid soundtracks. I don't think there's any Pokemon game that I've played every one that I had a soundtrack I just didn't like. All of them are great.
I don't know. I
So-
can only remember Pokemon battle music.
That's fair.
That's all I got.
All of them
I can't
are
remember
great.
anything else. I guess I can remember oh man. I can't remember the name of the tower. Ghost Tower.
And not is it Viridian? Oh,
Yeah,
wrong.
no, not Viridian. That's Viridian City's different. But I can only think of
can't
that song.
remember.
We're on the road to Viridian City. I'm not
Yeah,
singing it
I don't
because then
know,
we're gonna
but-
get DMCA'd.
You just sang it. It's already too
No,
late.
I spoke it, so it's
Okay.
different.
Whatever. Give us our next news story.
So there's gonna be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie 2. They released a little teaser with the end of the 2 having 2 little tails on it. I think we know what that means.
What could that possibly be? If you watch after
Knuckles is gonna be in the next movie. Obviously, that's what that means.
Yeah,
of course.
Knuckles has tails. If you watch after the
Duh.
credits to watch the stinger at the end of the original Sonic movie, Tails, Miles is his first name. Miles Tails.
Miles
It's Miles
Prower.
Tails Prower.
Thank you. I was gonna say Upshur, and I'm like, I don't know where that is, but it's wrong. It's not Upshur. It's Prower. There you go.
Mhm.
And he's gonna be in the second movie. From what we see, is exciting. The film will open in the United States on April 8th, 2022. So we'll have another whole year.
His name is Miles Prower.
Did the Sonic the Hedgehog movie need a sequel?
Yes.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
Some
More
people think
Sonic.
so. I enjoyed the movie. My child absolutely
More
loved the
Sonic.
movie. His life is everything Sonic right now, and I'm okay
I'm a
with that.
Sega fanboy. More Sonic.
Same
It was-
here.
It was actually slated to open in Japan in March 2020, but Toei Pictures delayed it in order to help stop the spread of Voldemort. So, like everything else we've been doing the last year and a half is Voldemort. Yeah.
Look
let us
here,
know
the
if you
original
guys are
film
excited to hear about it.
earned $70 million.
It did.
Well, I mean, I could agree.
Over
I
its
could agree with.
First weekend.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. We run over each other all the time. Just push your way in there. Do it.
I was gonna say I could technically agree with seeing a Sonic sequel because it's like, okay, the first one was just a Sonic focus, Sonic and
Mhm.
Eggman. I get it, but at the same time, it's like, where was Tails? Where was
Exactly.
Knuckles? I
No,
would
we
like
don't.
to see more of a storyline build between these characters.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what
Uh,
I hope the next film will cover.
Hello, boss. We're glad you're here. And Chase in chat says he hates the Sonic developers for making the pun. He hates
I love it.
Look, I love puns. I'm a punny type of person. But yeah, I quite enjoyed the movie, and you gotta give them props because when they put their original designs out there, everyone hated it, and they went through and we reworked everything, and
That is because those original designs deserved hatred. They deserved
Yeah,
it.
that was not Sonic
That was
in the
a thing
original
of my
design.
The redesign looks so good. It just
Oh,
looks so good. And I'm still not unconvinced that they didn't have that on hand. Looking at you.
Quit eye rolling me in chat, Chase. I see. Quit it. Quit
But
it.
yeah,
All
no,
right.
apparently that movie grossed 306 million worldwide. And I like that it's like Jim Carrey, The Truman Show, and Ace Ventura played Robotnik. And I'm like, yeah, those are the only two things he's known for.
Yeah, that's it. Just a popular thing, I guess.
I would have liked them just toss in Liar Liar. You know, Jim Carrey, Liar Liar.
Or Bruce Almighty.
Mask.
Mask. You see, there's a lot.
But
Or
anyway,
what was it? The Majestic.
But speaking of crazy, funny people, did you know that Borderlands is casting Jack Black as the voice of Claptrap?
Yes, I did know this because I picked this new story.
I just feel like it's such a strange choice.
I really do too, because
it's such a strange choice.
Chase and I have been playing Borderlands 2 recently, and the voice of Claptrap is iconic to me, little high-pitched robot voice, and I just don't see Jack Black fitting well.
I mean, they also cast Kevin Hart as Roland. They're not exactly making good choices.
Look, but I think he'll do good. Go ahead, Luna. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to get over a cold, so I'm still kind of on the tail end of it. But no, I was gonna say Jack Black. It's not his first time doing an animated series or anything gaming related.
Oh no,
because
it's just
for those.
Sorry. I was gonna say he does have a gaming channel.
And he made Brutal Legend. That was an amazing game.
Yes,
I don't care who you are. I'll fight you. That
I
game
own that.
Fun.
I own that, and I've still been looking for 2 players to play on that one because that one was just. I don't know what it is. I mean, a couple Halloweens back, I even did an Ophelia costume, from the game. But anyways, no, Jack Black. I could see him doing Claptrap.
Well, it's just his voice. To me, he does not have the voice of who I would say Claptrap is.
But look, Jack Black is an incredibly talented individual. I'm sure
Jack Black is great.
It's going to be good.
I believe 100% Jack Black fits in the world of Borderlands, but I don't know if he fits as Claptrap. And they said everyone who's ever played the game knows Jack is perfect for this part. We're thrilled he will add his endless comic energy and voice to our film.
I would have put him as Dr. Zed, honestly.
That would be great. Yeah.
Or even Catch a Ride.
Yeah, he could have been fun. Yeah. There's a lot of roles that Jack Black would really fit into. I just when I think of Claptrap, I'm like, Claptrap is so annoying. He's annoyingly funny, but I think Jack Black is just genuinely funny and not annoying.
Yeah.
I enjoy Jack Black, but Claptrap is a character that is loathed or loved and nowhere in between.
Yeah, they said that everyone who's ever played the game says he's perfect for the part. We're thrilled he'll add this endless comic energy and voice to our film. He'll bring so much to the movie.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Look, Borderlands movie is still in early production without a release date, but it sounds like it's already getting set up for a filming in Hungary as part of my schedule. Who knows? We'll see. We'll keep you updated if anything more interesting comes out about it. But honestly, so far, I have cautious optimism.
I don't know if I trust the website though. They put Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within and Mortal Kombat as some of their best video game movies. I'm questioning their choices.
Okay.
I could see The Spirits Within, but that's about it.
Terrible film.
Pop and Q is our next news story. Is Pop and Q crowdfunding for new novel, anime video, and successful Project 20 crowdfunding campaign for Toei's animation Pop and Q anime film concluded successfully on January 25th, having raised about $245,400 from 1,457 backers to produce a new full-length novel and anime promotional video for the project.
That is amazing.
That is awesome. And it's a novella of short stories set after the story of the film, and they're also going to write a new novel. The novel will contain a cover illustration by the film's original character designer, Kohaku Koroboshi. Like the novella, the new novel will be set after the story of the film, which I have never heard of Pop and Q, but it looks adorable. It just,
I figured I'd throw that out there because it kind of relates to some topics we talked about before, in that it's a little bit of an isekai. Yeah, and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna bring in that stuff. This is stuff we've talked about this season. It fits. It's perfect news.
The film story begins the day before the graduation ceremony. 5 middle school girls, each preoccupied with their real everyday lives. These girls meet each other in a fantasy world after being sent there through a sudden occurrence. So yes, it is an isekai. Yeah. There they learn about the impending crisis that the world is facing. The way to avert this crisis for the 5 to collaborate and bring their 5 hearts together as one.
The power of dance!
The power of dance, indeed.
Hey, if the power of dance can stop, what was it, Roland the Accuser in Guardians of the Galaxy, it can stop anything.
Oh, Chase in chat says there's been so many things ruined by people trashing before it got released because we have this preconceived idea that it's going to be crap. The plants and seeds that it's crap, and by the time it's released, you can't enjoy anything about it. And I believe you are talking about the Borderlands movie, and you're absolutely right. That's why I said I have cautious optimism. But
I don't really care for Kevin Hart's acting.
I don't mind.
So it's just...
He can be funny. But anyway, we move to our topic for the day, which is, of course, based on our holiday, Valentine's Day. I love how you guys are just letting me bowl into this one by myself here. I got this.
Yep.
We are discussing our anime love interest. Who are we shrimping for? Shrimping because
platonic
we cannot say the other
or
one.
otherwise.
Yes. Who wants to
go
important. I can go first. You know I'll go first. Do we want to go first with our shared interest, Luna?
Sure.
All right, Luna and I came to a conclusion that we both agree that one character stands above the rest, and that is Lord Shishomaru from Russia. We would both happily be with this man. Just look at him whenever the graphic comes up. He's beautiful. He's gorgeous. Oh, I don't see it, but that's not
I see it.
Maybe there it is. My internet must be slow today, which is not a surprise.
I guess.
He's gorgeous. I mean, Lord Shishomaru. You know, I haven't probably pull up my notes.
If you like people that want to kill you, sure, that's fine.
Did you didn't watch more of the anime? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
He's from Inuyasha and Inuyasha the Final Act, and I assume he's in Yashahime. I don't know, but let's.
I know
to a
he's
point.
a kid.
Yeah,
he's got two.
Okay. See, there you go. Yeah, we did read about that. So when we start the series, he's kind of a big D, just a big jerk, and he does jerky evil things. But
then he disappears for a while.
And then he pretty much rescues this little girl named Rin or Reen. I don't know. People argue about the pronunciation, but in the English dub, they call her Rin. So. And he's aloof, stoic, strong, and he knows it. He knows he's a bad butt character, and he's not taking your crap. He just doesn't. And he's a man of few words, but he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
And
now,
a gentleman.
I want to talk about a certain instance that made me really go, oh, but go ahead.
Now, I do.
Oh,
I'm sure she'll be back in a moment. Let's see. Effing Boss in chat says she agrees with Chase, and also that she's fine with your opinions, and she also agrees that Shishomaru is pretty awesome. Like, I'll go ahead and talk about him for a moment until our guest returns. But there was a moment. A character dies. I'm not going to spoil. No spoils here. A character dies, and because of Rin's observations, he realizes that character had some sort of feelings for him beforehand. And when he smelled the character's blood, he went to her. And he's talked to her, and he was with her as she died. He had no reason to care about this character at all. And it really showed you that he knew she was dying. It shows you the kind of character he is. He knew she was on her way out. He knew she was going to die. And he still went to go be with her in her final moments. And he's pretty much adopted Rin because her whole village was slaughtered. She's like a 5-year-old girl when the series starts. And she's just like, I'm going to follow you. And I'll tell you what, he will do anything for that human child. It
took a while to get there. It took a while to get there.
It did, but like closer to the end. You good?
We're good. I can hear you guys now. I'm so sorry.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. Things happen. But I was just saying how Shishomaru will do anything for Rin. Like, it was actually a filler episode towards the end of the show, if not one of the last. There wasn't a lot of filler in Inuyasha, but there were a couple episodes, and all of them were pretty okay. Where Rin was like accosted by some monks. It's a filler, so I can talk about it. And Shishomaru could have slaughtered every monk, but she asked him not to. So he put up with them attacking just to try to get her out of.
Well, that's why I said if you're going to Yashahime, go in with caution because, there are some things that will not sit right with you, and there are some definite changes to Shishomaru's character compared from the original Inuyasha going back to the manga to now. And
that's kind of like how I feel about Boruto.
Yeah, a lot of people have that feeling for continuation series. Boss in chat says Inuyasha was one of the first anime watching. Started for anime. It wasn't my first, but it was the first one that really made me love anime. The rest of it was like, ooh, cartoon. Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts on Shishomaru? The best boy?
Not particularly. I mean,
Can he really be best boy if he's not the number one choice, though?
He's all the boys.
Well, I do like his character. Do not get me wrong. I do like his character. And to be honest, he is, the way he's drawn, he is very handsome. But at the same time, I still also have my best boy kind of thoughts too.
I was more. All of my boys are gonna be best boys. Don't make me choose. But Shishomaru is definitely best daddy from. Can we agree on that?
Certainly is.
Okay.
I can't. Like I said, I can't say much because that's going into Yashahime territory.
Mhm.
So
Gotcha. Okay. All right, that's fine. No spoilers. All right, DC, give us your romantical interest. You may or may not shrimp for.
No, I don't have, my first one's not romantic. My first one's completely platonic.
Okay.
Cuz 100% I want to be like best of bros with Vash the Stampede.
Okay, that's
Like
reasonable.
like just flat out I like cuz the way you defining the scrimp. It's like who would you like literally
Butter real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, like who would you literally die for? And it's like, you know what? I would fight next to like Vash and just enjoy myself and be like get into wacky adventures. Heck yeah. I'd take a bullet for that dude. That's the kind of guy I'd be like, yeah, I'll take a bullet for you. Like, he's awesome. Wolfwood's number 2. He'd be number 2 on that list. He'd be like right next to Vash.
That's Trigun, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I read that manga back in high school, right when we first actually got a manga shelf. So I know who it is you're talking about.
You can just throw up like
I love that.
DC loves Trigun, check. DC loves One Piece, check.
Yes.
And just no, he's just awesome. Like he's a really nice guy. He's way more like pained than he lets on, but he always tries to live his life with a smile. And
too nice?
No.
There's a VTuber I watch that doesn't like Vash very much because his opinion is the fact that because Vash is more of a pacifist and doesn't want to kill people, he actually can cause people to die. Which,
in a way, yes and no. Yes and no. He's a pacifist because he was forced to murder thousands.
Yeah, look, you're not
wrong. That kind of destroys your desire to go out and be like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot people down. So he wants to see the best in people, and is that wrong?
No, it's not.
Well, no, I could see it.
Yeah. He is the goodest boy, as Bio said. He is the goodest boy. And he accomplishes almost all of his fights without ever killing anyone.
My other dog is named Vash. So, yes, I also love Vash. And he's a goofball and he's just a sweetheart. So, yes, I'll agree. Vash
Plus, if you hang out with Vash, you're always going to have donuts.
This is true.
How can you not agree with that? Like, yeah, you're best buds with Vash. You're going to get donuts. You're going to be on wacky adventures. You're probably going to get chased.
You're probably going to get shot.
You're probably going to get shot at.
Yeah.
But hey, it's life in the Badlands. What are you going to do?
This is true. All right, Luna, do you have one for us?
Oh, I mean, I got a couple, but I think my best boy would have to be Mamoru Chiba from the Sailor Moon series.
Mamoru.
We're talking Tuxedo Mask?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I dig it.
I dig
Now, see, here's my thinking though, because you have the classic, and then you also have Sailor Moon Crystal, which they're two different. I mean, it's a little hard for me to explain, especially because Crystal is supposed to be more of a faithful manga adaptation compared to classic, which was more slapstick kind of funny mixed with drama. And
Yeah, but classic
let's
was an
be,
introduction for a lot of people to
it's
Sailor Moon. Or
I
anime in
watched it
general.
alongside Dragon Ball Z growing up, but it's also sort of like an FMA brotherhood thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because you also have to figure classic Mamoru is different than Crystal Mamoru.
Mhm.
See,
Like
Crystal Mamoru never dumped Usagi, never in the series.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, you got classic Mamoru that's like, oh, I'm gonna have a dream and I'm just gonna dump you because that's what the dream version of me says I have to do. No, if I had to pick classic versus
drama
Crystal,
for drama's sake.
I would pick
Yeah.
Crystal Mamoru because at least he stuck it out compared to classic, because classic was just like, nope, I'm done.
Either way, though, isn't he just a dude? Like, he doesn't have powers. He's just kind of a dude.
He's actually the Prince of Earth.
Mhm.
Oh,
As
I
you
do remember
as you
that.
read
It's been years, but
as you read the manga, you find out he is the carrier of the golden crystal, while Serenity was the carrier of the silver crystal. The two were supposed to act in unison, the way the moon would actually rotate around the Earth.
well, that explains
why I
why he
said-
runs around his tuxedo mask.
yes. Do
Well,
be a
that's why I
special
said-
magical boy. There's not enough magical boys.
There is not
Yeah.
enough
Well,
magical boys. You are right.
We need more
Well, that's
magical
why I
boys.
said. That's why I
In
said
s-
I would choose Crystal over the classic, because at least Crystal, he was willing to work through everything with Usagi. Meanwhile, classic was just like, I'm done, I'm out. I'm like, really?
Let's also
You
be
wouldn't
honest.
work through your problems?
You gotta you think is that a plan by the one evil lady, or what's going on? There's got to be more to it. Who knows? But also, I think Angel's I think magical boy equivalent is Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's
I
magical
just
boy
legit
equivalent.
want a magical boy anime that's written like a magical girl anime.
Ronin
There
Warriors.
is.
Ronin and Warriors.
There is
Ronin
no.
Warriors.
There's another one. I have to find it. I'll find it after the podcast,
Okay.
and I'll send it to you.
Let me just tell you, Ronin Warriors has almost the exact same transformation sequences as Sailor Moon.
Can they get little ribbons and skirts and heels too?
No, but they do get little magic scrolls that go over them, and then armor comes onto their bodies.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Nah.
Yeah.
I got one better for you. The boys in this one that I'm thinking of look like they belong in a maid cafe.
I love it. I love
They
it.
have more frills and everything, and I've been meaning to watch it myself. I just
See, no, I want tuxedo mask style magical boys,
Okay, before we move on to the next one, have you all seen the meme where it's the Sailor Moon transformation, but it's Iron Man? I love that one so much.
I've seen that one.
I'll get the Ronin Warriors transformation sequence for you and send it to you. It's
Perfect.
really good.
I appreciate that. The next one I want to talk about, and look, I don't think we're gonna have enough time to put all of them up, so I'm having a really hard time to
you're
picking the
fine.
ones I want to talk about.
You're fine.
Angels has so many choices. Meme.
Don't you at me like this? DC?
I'm atting you right now. I'm calling you out on stream.
I want to talk about Bond from Seven Deadly Sins. Don't.
All right, no, I accept that one. No, it's a good choice. It's a good choice. Bon.
I also love Meliodas,
100%.
but Bon has got a lot more energy
Nah.
that I'm gonna shrimp for.
Look. If I'm gonna hang out with anyone from the Seven Deadly Sins crew, it's gonna be Bon.
Bon. Okay, look.
Number one,
I can say sexy. He's sexy.
Also, his abilities, he has the best ability.
He does.
His ability's the best. Out of all, no.
Can never die. And look.
I don't care about that. Just I want the thief ability.
Yes.
Give me. I want it.
That is really cool. And look, his backstory. If you have seen Seven Deadly Sins,
it's horribly sad.
I won't spoil it, but his backstory is well done, and it's horribly sad.
Yes.
And he's also such a funny, likable,
he's great
character. Yes,
I love him and Meliodas' relationship where they just show up and try and kill each other. It's awesome.
Come on, Captain! That whole patty cake scene in the jail where they're throwing each other through walls, and Elizabeth's just like,
of course. That's why Bond's the best. I love him. Everything about him is great.
He loves Elizabeth. Elizabeth is fun, but Bon.
Elizabeth's
Meliodas and
alright.
Bon are my favorites, but Bon is just he's funny and he's like emotional, but he also keeps that, he tries to hide it, tough guy thing.
Diana, the giant girl, she has more like personality than Elizabeth. I like her more. And Merlin,
Yeah,
I like Merlin more.
him. I like all of them.
But Bon is like the kind of like dude where you're like, no, that's the one I want to hang out with. We're gonna have fun.
He's the troublemaker. He's trickster.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just Bon. He radiates that pure Bon energy. I'll just say that instead.
He don't care. He's like, you can't kill me. I don't care about it. Whatever. Come on.
And his friendship with Meliodas is just, that's like, even though normally I'm the first one to ship two guys together because I'm that person. Their friendship is just too.
It's really hard to tell if they like each other. That's what I love about it. It's really hard to tell if they're friends.
No,
and that's
they're
the most.
Friends. They're best friends.
They have the most. They have the most guy relationship where, like, you see those memes where it's like, where it's like, oh, girls compliment each other and guys just like insult each other. It's so true.
It is.
Because I'll be in call with my friends and we'll say horrible things to each other.
Yeah.
And then laugh.
Exactly. I mean,
that's
I'm not a dude, but that's how I compliment my friends. Hey, a-hole, what are you up to? Because I love you.
Yeah. It's great.
Have you seen Seven Deadly Sins, Luna?
I have not yet. No.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't spoil anything.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's a great
Well, like I said, we're still working on the list. Right now, hubby and I are going through Sound Euphonium. I'm working on Overlord on my own, as well as Yojo Senki or the Saga of Tanya the Evil. There's a lot.
Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai.
That sounds like a lot. Chase in chat says this is how Angels, Calamity, and I talk to each other. Yes, it is.
You should check out Dragon Quest: The Adventures of Dai. I'm pretty sure Angels would love Hyunkel.
Mm-hmm. Angel, I did send you that Magical Boy anime link. I did
saw
find
that.
it. So.
I will definitely check that out after cast. Thank you. And
no
Luna,
problem.
Do you have another one you want to talk about?
Good question. You know what?
Flash.
It's from an obscure anime, but let's go ahead and do it.
Let's
talk about Hayate versus Sasame. Both men. I couldn't pick either one from pre-tier.
That's okay.
I sent you Hyunkel.
Tell us about him.
So, pre-tier is not a very well-known magical girl-based anime. Originally, the manga deemed it as the new Legend of Snow White. Basically, you have Hayate and Sasame. They're the Leaf Knights. One is dedicated to the mission. One is dedicated to eradicating the Princess of Disaster. He is headstrong. I personally like him because there are moments in the anime that he lets his guard drop. And he goes from this headstrong, completely independent character to like, oh, you're a puppy. But then you have Sasame, who absolutely adored Hamino. But as the anime went on, he started becoming more manipulative. He helped to manipulate one of the other characters into becoming a vessel of sorts for the current Princess of Disaster. So while I love Sasame with all my heart, and Sasame is a great character, I'm sorry, I feel this has to go to Hayate, because Hayate actually took more of it seriously than what Sasame did throughout the show. Like I said, there's a
You would love them both equally romantically wise, though, yes?
I do. But at the same time, Hayate, it's got to go more to Hayate.
Gotcha.
I mean, Sasame, I like Sasame, but Sasame was hard to pick.
Yeah, look,
it was really hard to pick between the two of them.
When you're like listing off like characters that just like you see them and you're like you love that character. I could have been like characters that I want to see succeed, that I would like I support like wholeheartedly 100%. It's really hard to make a list because you're I can't put you above someone else. Like, how am I gonna put, who am I gonna decide? Like, am I gonna support Vash or am I gonna support Luffy more? Like, what about Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen? Your little potato. He needs protecting. He's not very smart.
Leave my potato alone.
He's not very smart. He needs someone to be there for him.
That's what Gojo
I mean, I
Sensei's
do,
for.
but I do
Gojo's
love
a
both
terrible sensei.
You leave him alone.
I do
Characters
love
from
both
that
of them,
show
though.
may or may not be on my list. Anyway,
we
DC,
know.
do you have another one for us?
Yeah, just because I can, I'm gonna bring up One Piece. I want to talk about Nico Robin.
Okay, tell us about Nico.
I just got to talk about Nico Robin. Number one, she is one of the youngest people to ever become an archaeologist. She became an archaeologist at like 8 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
8 years old. So she's super intelligent. Unfortunately, she kind of got blamed for some stuff, and she was a criminal at 8 years old and was forced to be on the run. And your first interaction with Nico Robin is as a villain.
Oh.
But you sort of find out that her only goal is to discover the true history of the world. She wants to discover the history of the blank era. Yeah.
Cool.
And so she goes through a lot of changes throughout the series, and she really develops, and like she likes dark humor. Her favorite thing is dark humor. Like someone will be concerned for another member of the party, and she'll just be like, "Oh, I wonder if they're dead." And everyone will just be like, "Stop it, Robin!" And then like things will get like super scary, and Robin will just sit there and be like, "Oh, I like thrills." Also, her devil's fruit power is the flower fruit, and she's able to sprout out parts of her body, which she often uses to sprout out her arms from people and cause them to bend backwards and crunch. And recently, she learned how to combine her flowering body parts to create giant hands and giant legs to crush things. And
that sounds horrifying. Thank you for those images. I appreciate that. I've not slept tonight.
Oh no, it's really cool. She's also learned how to clone herself.
Yowie hands?
Because your mommy has yowie hands.
Look, it's Robin. She's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's like just great. And she treats Chopper so nicely. Like you'll see oftentimes like her and Nami just like giving Chopper baths or like petting Choppers and letting him sleep on their laps. Chopper's the reindeer.
No, I know, but he's fully sentient. Can't he give himself a bath? He is not
He's
a pet.
He's like a little
not
kid.
A pet.
No,
he's also the doctor. What?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want someone else to give you a bath too?
Look, Chopper's got a lot of fur. All right, he needs someone to help him.
You should have went with the fact that he has hoofs and he needs someone to help him.
I mean, yeah. How do you expect someone to wash their back and their head with hooves? He's a sweet little guy, and they're nice to him. All right.
Weird.
Chopper is adorable, and he needs to be protected as well. He's a sweet little bean. Even though he's a doctor, he's not very. He's not. He's smart. He's not wise. All right.
Okay.
He was taught by an insane doctor who thought he could cure people and horribly failed at it.
I'll give you that.
All right, Robin is just like awesome. She's cool, she's collected, she's strong, she's independent, she's intelligent. She's everything. And she's gorgeous.
She is pretty.
Yeah. And she's like the third oldest member on the crew. She's like 30, 31. And like Frankie is like 36 and Brooke is in his like 50s.
Ancient, just like me.
Brooke is in his 50s.
Oh.
Also, Brooke is a skeleton. No, sorry, Brooke is in his 80s. He was a skeleton for 50 years. So, yeah, no, Brooke's really old.
Okay.
And a rock star.
Yes. Skeleton,
I love it.
A really old skeleton star.
God, I love One Piece.
Okay, anyway.
You're
Luna,
right,
do you
she
watch One
is.
Piece? Do you watch One Piece? Because I sure don't.
You need to watch it. It's
I
great.
can't say that I have.
That's so glorious.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix up things on my end here at the same time.
No worries. I'll go ahead and move. Go
I
ahead.
know of it. I know most of it. It deals with a fruit of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I ever got into it.
Yeah, me neither. But
It has
I'll
a
move,
very powerful story.
I'll move on with my next one, and I'm gonna have to cut a few out, unfortunately. But I
You're
do want
fine.
to talk about Sebastian from Black Butler. He's bio in chat says she's beautiful. I love Robin. She's just
Heck yeah! Robin Love!
Sebastian from Black Butler.
AKA Satan.
Leave him alone. Just
I
look at
am
him.
not unconvinced he is Satan. No one
He
has convinced me otherwise.
He probably is. I'm not arguing
I'm-
that point, but you
I'm
leave him
100%
alone.
back in that theory.
I'm okay with him being Satan. Okay, do you understand?
Yeah, he's. I love that the phrase. I love that the phrase
I
"I'm a
mean-
demon" also means I'm one hell of a butler. Like, that's just really weird.
Well, I mean,
Japanese
he
is
is a
weird.
butler.
He's beautiful. He's attractive. He's devoted. Let's be real. He's devoted to CL because he's gonna get something out of it. But during the time of the contract, he's devoted. He's powerful, smart, creative, sexy. Definitely daddy. He loves cats.
He
And,
does love cats.
In my notes, literally says, actually, literally the devil.
He really loves cats. You gotta admit that's
Got
one
soft
one
paws.
awesome trait about him.
It is. It's very funny.
I love that you have like, because I'm just imagining Satan walking around like, being like, oh no, I would murder all of these people, and after I'm done with our quest, I'm gonna eat your soul, little child. And then he sees a cat, and he's like, kitty.
Exactly. I love it. I love it so much.
That's how I picture him.
And he's like, "Come, kitty, do not defy me. Give me your love."
Yeah, it's like, get over here, cat.
What do you think about Sebastian, Luna?
I can't say I've ever actually watched Black Butler as well.
Huh.
It's still trying to wade through the list that
It's all
my husband
good.
and I've been watching.
Gotta tell you,
But I
it's
know
great.
of it. I know
First
of it.
season and third season. Second season's kind of. But
Look.
The end of the first season, they kind of botched the ending of the manga. It's one of those, so.
Things.
Yeah.
Look. Black Butler
It
gets
wouldn't be
weird.
the first time.
Black Butler
It
gets weird.
Just watch it and enjoy
But
it.
you know,
Sebastian's daddy energy.
I just have to make one little caveat there though. I think Undertaker's better than Sebastian.
You would.
I love the Undertaker. He's so
would.
great.
He's all right. He's funny, but
What's
he's not
that to-
Sebastian. I know people that
he's
like
so
Grell better
awesome.
than Sebastian, and are you okay?
I feel that.
That's
I
the
feel that.
redhead, right?
Yes, Grell is a redhead.
Yes.
Grell is
Shark
very
teeth.
funny. Grell, they have some great energy to them, but
She.
oh,
Shark teeth.
she. That's right, she. But they misgender her frequently in the
That's
anime, and
well,
it's like
you
a
gotta.
bit that,
There's a reason for that, and that's because you gotta think about it. Grell is a trans character in like the 1800s.
exactly, and
So-
they make a bit out of it, and like nowadays,
But Grell
it's
doesn't
like,
care. That's what I love about it.
You can enjoy it for the humor, but also just know that she's for she.
What I love is that Grell doesn't care. Like,
No, she
people
doesn't.
are like, you're a man, and Grell's like, no, I'm not. Screw you. And
I
that's what I
actually
love.
have
Like, Grell's got energy. Like,
IRL friend that has that similar energy, and I love her. She's the greatest. But
and yeah, I just love that energy. Like, Grell's an awesome character. I mean, Grell is crazy. She is very crazy.
that's why I did not actually choose her to be my love interest, because she would rather cut me in half before making sweet love to me.
No.
Sebastian, I have a little bit of a chance to get some sweet loving before my soul is devoured.
She wants Sebastian to make sweet love to her.
Maybe me and Sebastian and Grell could do
I
things.
don't know.
That's a fan fiction for another time.
I love Grell. Grell's great.
Pretty sure there's
Sebastian and
plenty of
Grell's
fan
relationship
fictions about
is
it.
awesome. Oh, there's tons.
But you haven't read the
Don't
one I am
don't go
totally not
don't
gonna
go
write.
digging into Black Butler fanfiction. It gets dark and weird fast.
Hot. Anyway, let's move on. Somebody else. Do another one.
Can I bring up Fairy Tale?
Yeah, bring
Sure.
up Fairy Tale. What do you got for Fairy Tale?
I mean, it's a toss-up. I'm gonna have to say Urza though. Urza's if we're running low on time, I'm gonna have to say Urza Scarlet. Just Urza. Do I
Urza,
need to
yes,
Urza Scarlet?
Urza.
Do I need to?
No.
Do I need to explain?
Urza is almost on my list. Now, I identify as pan, so everything's good with me, but Urza is definitely very good with me.
Yeah, no. There's just like I don't know. There's just something about like strong. Like I just like strong, confident women. I love it. And Urza's like
I have a conflict about strong, confident women. If it's done, pushed overboard, like what's her name in Jujutsu Kaisen?
I love Nobara.
I do not
love
like
her.
Nobara. Or Sakura. I do because it's pushed
No, I hate
to
Sakura.
the point that it's annoying. But Urza
Nah,
does it right. Urza does it correctly. She doesn't need to show off and prove that she's better than everybody else because she is, and she puts her money where her mouth is.
No, she does it all the time because her singing is horrible, but she doesn't think it's horrible, and I love it.
I would let her serenade me any.
And just like her outfits.
We need a robot DC command. We need a robot DC command because Robot Angels used to be a thing, but now it's robot
that's DC. Because people are probably downloading.
How dare they?
I know, right?
Rude. My family's allowed one television while I'm back here, and that's it. No more. Not allowed anymore. You guys have to share.
But no, like, yeah. There's, I don't. It's like there's Urza Scarlet. She's strong. She's got very motherly energy. Like, you know, she's also got like big sister energy.
Yeah, Natsu and Gray are definitely her brothers, undoubtedly.
Oh yeah, no, I love her. Like, and she's just like. She's just great. Everything about her is just great. She's funny. She
doesn't take any BS. She doesn't take nonsense.
She's smart. She's confident. Like, I love that she's not just smart all around. Like, she's smart in some areas, and like in other areas, she's completely oblivious. And it makes like a
people's are.
Yeah, it makes a well balanced character, and it makes her feel more like real and legit.
I love the image you chose for her, by the way. Not of her in one of her BA battle armors.
No,
not
I love
fighting or a gif of her transforming.
I had to choose this for a reason.
Outfit one, didn't you?
I had to choose it for a reason, is because that's Urza being like just, oh, I need a maid outfit. Boom! Look how confident I am in this. I'm adorable.
And I gotta say, bobacious.
Oh yeah, no.
Figure. You guys know what I mean.
Look, there's a topic coming up in the season. There's a topic coming up in the season, and my argument is that Hero would be a perfect artist for that topic, but he doesn't do it. And he could make a lot of money in that field.
Yes, he could. He draws very good. You were gonna say something, Luna. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, commenting on the character and the image that was picked. I was just going to reference an old Sailor Moon line that not many would know. But there's an episode where before they changed the dub line, Jupiter, they were trying to decide who was going to play Snow White. So Jupiter makes the comment, she puts her hand on her chest and goes, well, I should do it because I have the most talent. When in reality, the actual line was talking about her figure.
Oh yeah.
So I was gonna make the joke saying, well, she certainly has some talent there.
Big talent. She got the big talent.
You guys remember Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail?
Oh
God.
How could one forget?
She has huge tracts of land.
Yes. I love Monty Python.
Wow.
Now you guys can know what's wrong with DC and I. We like Monty Python. We like that weird British.
Monty Python's so great. I don't know why.
Hey, I can't say anything. I'm a Mel Brooks fan, so.
Yeah.
Luna, I think we'll have enough time to go one more round. What do you think?
We got another time. Come.
Give us another one.
Well, this is the last one that was on my list, but you can't do something like this without bringing up the age-old argument of Squall or Cloud.
Squall.
Or as he's now known, Leon in the Kingdom Hearts series. If you're gonna talk, who would you go for?
Cloud.
It's very hard to pick between the two of them.
I love them both, but Cloud for me.
Start game Cloud.
I'd have to go
Start
for
game
Leon
Cloud.
though. If I'm actually looking at them both, I'd have to go for Leon.
I'm going with Cloud before the existential crisis.
I'll take Cloud after because he learns how to actually be himself and who he is after the existential crisis.
No, come on. Cloud before, he's confident. He's
before he just literally is delusioned to think that he's another character that I'm not going to spoil, because even though the game's like 22 years old at this point, some people are waiting for the remaster to be finished.
Play Crisis Core. All of you play Crisis Core. This is a great game.
Yeah, I've already.
It's fantastic. It's amazing. And you're gonna love, if you love Cloud, you're gonna love the main character of Crisis Core.
You sure are, because
you sure are.
If I had to pick though, I'd have to go for Leon.
Leon
would have to be mine.
Really great character. His game was definitely more slow paced. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII, for those who don't know.
I'm
and
honestly
also
surprised.
the Kingdom Hearts series, but
I'm honestly surprised you threw up Sesshomaru, but not Sephiroth.
Look, I was mainly. Don't you at me like this. I stayed in video game and manga, and technically Aubrey's character, or Luna, I apologize. Her character is he's an Advent Children. Shut the hell up. Go away. Just let me have this continue. I'm gonna die a little bit.
Technically, Squall and Cloud, or Leon and Cloud, are in the Kingdom Hearts series, and Kingdom Hearts did spawn a manga series.
Sephiroth is also in Kingdom
they
Hearts?
are both. Yes, but I haven't seen him yet in the manga series, so I mean...
But he was in Advent Children, which was an anime movie, so...
Yep,
that is
true.
He's right. I gotta give it to him when
that is
right.
true.
He is right. He's not right often, but he's right today.
I'm right a lot. Also...
But I'd have to go for Leon after the Kingdom Hearts incident.
Maybe. I would still rather bro around with Cloud.
Yeah, fair.
Or
the other character.
Maybe. Or bro around with Sephiroth. I don't know.
Look, Sephiroth, I love him, but he is pure chaos. Go ahead.
Look, I'm just saying.
No.
Just run over
Go ahead.
DC.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Drinking Pepsi at the same time.
Are you not a Jehovah's Witness?
No.
Can I tell you about the Great Mother?
I named my printer that's where all the copies come from.
I'm sorry. I praise Yevon.
Oh, come on. What about Kefka?
I praise Yevon.
Kefka.
I praise Yevon.
8-bit evil laugh back in the day.
Oh, no. If you play Final Fantasy XIV, you get to fight Kefka. It's horrifying and terrible.
But I was going to also reference the scene in Kingdom Hearts 2 where you're having to go through Hollow Bastion and you're having to fight every single wave of enemies. There is, for the fangirls, a Cloud and Leon moment where they're trying to ask each other.
Yep.
Yes. And he goes, can you handle that one?
He's like, what?
That was a fangirl moment.
It was. That was definitely fan service. For the and gentlemen out there that are interested in Cloud.
That's like Gray from Fairy Tail. He's the fan service.
Did you ever see the filler where he put on the fedora and did the dancing contest? That was great. I'm sorry, I don't like filler. I didn't like that filler, but that part was amazing. If you haven't seen it, if you skip filler, just look it up.
If we're talking dudes from Fairy Tail, I gotta say Gajeel. I love Gajeel.
Gajeel?
He's just funny. I love when he tries to sing. Warms the heart.
AFK for a moment.
That's alright. What do you got? Yeah, he's terrible, and he does the dancing.
Look, I feel like this is probably going to be our last time that we get to
you and me. We'll throw one more out. Let's go.
Okay.
What you got?
Then look, I'm gonna talk about really quick. We'll do these last two rapid fire. Then I want to talk about Alucard first, because Alucard. Look, these are actually
activated my Alucard.
Look, I'm waiting for someone to roast me for my type that I've been discussing today. Demons, vampires, to people that could definitely and most likely would kill me.
That was a 70-inch plasma screen TV. How can I help you? I love
the
abridged Alucard. I love Alucard in the
which is
in the
voiced by that one VTuber.
Takahata, my man.
He's gloriously voiced by Takahata.
Yes.
Also, I just love
Takahata,
that.
I'm still trying to get you to come on the OtakuCast, man. DM one of us. Let's make it happen.
I just love that Alucard, even in the series itself, like they make the joke in the bridge series when he comes through the wall and he's like, hey kids, you want to see a dead body? But like, that's just what he did in the series. He just came out of the wall to mess with them. Mm-hmm. It's just like that's just Alucard.
He's an ancient,
he just messed with people.
Demonically possessed being that is incredibly powerful, and he knows it.
That's because he's a very unique vampire.
He is, and his evil laugh just.
No other vampire is like Alucard. There's no other vampire.
None. And look, and he's powerful, and he, even though, like, okay, obviously minor spoilers, even though he's bound to the Helsing family, he cares about Integra and the people that are with him. He cares about Sarah's Victoria. He did, like, and, first episode spoiler, okay, he gets in a complication and he accidentally shoots through Sarah's Victoria's chest, his police girl, and he makes her a vampire. And he didn't have to do that. He didn't. But he actually makes no romantic moves on her whatsoever.
No, it's like she's kind of like an experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows, but also, Sir Integra, she's I'm down with it.
Oh yeah,
I like her.
Sir Integra Helsing. Oh yeah, she can get it.
I like her.
She can get it. Yeah, I
like her. I told you, I like strong, confident women, and she is a strong, confident woman.
She can, yes. And let's see.
She would probably kick anybody's ass.
And he's OP. He's very crazy, and I love his crazy, chaotic, overpowered energy. And like when it's getting later in the series and vampires are getting stronger, and he's like, "You think this is strong? Summon the demons that serve you, and then just
where's your hellhounds?"
Exactly, gets the demon dogs and just yes.
He gets so excited. You're like, look at Alucard. He's getting so excited.
It was so exciting to see him so excited.
Never has anyone cheered so hard for a vampire. Come on, Alucard, you can do it.
There's Twilight fans.
I'm back, by the way.
You're welcome. Hello, welcome back. I was talking about Alucard.
There's the only other demon I have cheered for. He is. Yeah, the only other demon I've cheered for as hard as I cheered for Alucard was Sukuna.
All right, rapid fire.
Hey.
Rapid fire.
I'm just gonna throw out Sadie-chan from One Piece. She's actually one of the head guards of Impel Down, the impenetrable prison. Look, I don't know why. She's funny, she's fun, and despite how she looks, she's a sadist, aka Sadie-chan. Her main weapon is a whip, and also she talks in the third person, which is like in Japanese, it's the cutesy talk.
Oh, okay.
She's like, "Oh, Sadie-chan," and it's just, I don't know. I love her. She's hilarious.
She's definitely flamboyant.
She is a woman. I don't know how else to describe her. And I'll throw out an honorable shout out to Kana from Fairy Tail as well.
Love Kana.
Oh yeah, no, she's
got a good
just
backstory.
all around.
And Luna, did you have one real quick you wanted to rapid fire your last one, or are you good?
I think that was my last one.
Okay, perfect. I'll rapid fire, which my last
shout out to Sukuna.
They are tied. It's actually Sukuna and Gojo Sensei from Jujutsu Kaisen. I could not pick one, so I picked them both. And they're from the same show, so it's allowed. Okay? Look, they're powerful daddies. One is good, one is bad, and I found the most attractive GIFs I could find of them, which, as you can see...
Of course it was Gojo's eyes. Of course.
Gojo's eyes are just a portal to...
I knew you were going to like it. I knew you were going to like it.
Inside of my pants. We're going to clip that one. I'm sure somebody is.
I told you were going to like it.
Gojo is devoted, cocky, and funny, and he's smart. He's strong. He can back up whatever he's saying.
He's an idiot.
Sorry, I was thinking of that one Jujutsu scroll. I was thinking of that one Jujutsu scroll. You know which one. I got something important to tell you.
Oh. Thank you for that. Thank you. Now you've ruined my
Fish
Sakuna
cake.
character. Yes, fish cake. It was fish cake. Luna's just confused at this point. Poor thing. I'm so
I love
sorry.
Sakuna. I love Gojo and I love Sakuna so much. Like when Sakuna's like cheering on the spirit, he's like, "Ah, there you go. Yeah, you did it. Good job."
So condescending.
You can do it if you
I'm
try.
confused. I was just enjoying listening to the banter.
Oh, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
God.
And Sakuna, even though he's another one on that list of creatures that would probably kill me before they'd make sweet love to me, he's just...
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Sakuna, I don't know. He was excited about
Women,
there
give me
being
the
women.
women.
Where the women at?
But,
That's
I
Sakuna.
I'm
would
sure
happily. Okay.
And he just
Good.
happily rips his shirt off anytime he can.
I would happily be like, you want women, here is one of them.
Ah, Sakuna.
Are you okay,
No, I
Luna?
was just I was looking something up while you guys were bantering, and I just found out the Xbox got one of my favorite games back.
Woo!
Now you gotta share.
Katamari Damacy.
Nice.
Yes!
Nice.
It is
But-
the worst two-player game, but it teaches you how to co-op.
I would
It is this is just,
definitely shrimp for all of these.
Anyways,
It's alright.
yeah.
I would definitely shrimp for all of my characters, most of Luna's, and a few NPCs.
Look,
So
I'm
let
just
me know.
saying, Sakuna, you know what? If he's gonna take over the world, I'll be on his side. I'd rather be on his good side than his bad side.
What if he was romantically interested in you? What would you do?
You know, I think honestly, if he's romantically interested in you, I don't think you have options.
You're just gonna hold his hand and say, yes, daddy.
I think if you were like, no, he'd just be like, well,
There's more of you where that came from.
Here comes
Yep.
the pain train.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Yep,
of trains
there's no-
coming, and pain is one of them. But anyway, let us know your guys's who is your romantical interest in anime, your daddy, who would you shrimp for, etc., in the comments below, and or pop in the Discord and discuss it with us. We're always happy.
Final thoughts. Sakuna is the kind of person that says, "You're my Valentine," and you go, "No, thank you." He said, "I didn't say it was a question."
Chase in chat, my daddy is Takahata. Look, I know, and we have to be here instead of watching him on his. Fortunately, let's move
Well, we're
on.
doing our own anime club where we watch 2 different animes every season. We're watching Dr. Beverage and the MMO
Dr.
show.
Beverage.
Ramune is a beverage, a carbonated drink in Japan.
You know the one little marble in it?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yes. But normally...
Ramune.
Yeah. You're super pixelated, but...
It's fun. It's fun. We're in the middle of like really bad weather.
Gotcha.
Like negative degree weather.
Got
So yeah, no, it's terrible out here. It is.
And normally we'd watch these episodes together in Anime Club in the Discord, but right now we're looking at staff members to fill that void.
It feels like negative 17 outside.
Sure.
It's cold.
First episode we watched was Dr. Mune, Mysterious Disease Specialist, Season 1, Episode
Chili
4.
Pepper Fingertips.
Yes. And
God, that one was a weird one.
Is Red Hot Chili Peppers the anime?
I enjoyed it. Very cute.
It was.
Look, I'm gonna give us a super quick summary, okay? I'm not even gonna reference my notes for this summary. You guys ready? And then we can talk about the episode itself.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Mune does Dr. Mune things, and there's another person suffering from a mysterious disease, and his tips are peppers. Dr. Mune gives him a magical finger clipper bag that will only open so he can clip off the peppers if it approves him, kind of like an Excalibur thing.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much tells the kid that you have to be worthy, you have to show it who you are in your full heart to be able to use it. The kid already knows why he has this ailment. So episode progresses, you find out that he has his best friend, which honestly I got a little bit of a possible romance vibe between the two, but it was best friend at the time of the show. But I got a vibe. There was a vibe there. I got a vibe.
There was not a vibe.
Luna, did you have a vibe?
You gotta understand.
Bungo and
You don't understand what
more
bros
of the
are.
friendship vibe. I mean, I get it.
I could have shipped it for sure, but that doesn't matter.
Luna,
So,
no, look, just because you lewd everything, some things are just bros.
you can be bros and lewd bros. You can.
No, there's
Hey,
two
Kate.
very different things.
See, my
What do you
thoughts on
need?
it,
I just let me
Here's an
explain.
inside joke.
for
I'm
Luna.
sorry, a deep inside joke.
I'm just gonna give a quick explanation of the episode. Basically, dude is holding himself back because I'm gonna go quicker. Dude's holding himself back because best friend was behind him. He wants best friend to succeed, and so Clippers will not open until he stops hiding his true self. Best friends learn to be best friends.
He nerfs himself so his friend succeeds, but his friend catches on to it, and he's like, "No, don't do this anymore. This is not. You're not the ones. We're not gonna be friends anymore." So
yeah, I want to race full strength. They go, they race. Friend wins. He's like, yeah. Pepper dude lost because it's been a year. He hasn't been
he's
training.
not been training at all.
Yeah, and he barely lost. He lost by like a hair. And so the Clippers work. Then Ramune gets the peppers as payment because apparently chili peppers infused with the nail clipper energy is great for warding off the mysterious. But there's one thing you didn't mention. At the beginning of the episode, Dr. Ramune was burning incense that only the mysterious could smell. Kuro could smell it.
Yes, I was gonna talk about that. Yes, because it looks like one of those mosquito coils. You guys know what And Kuro could smell it, and he's like, "Well, only the mysterious people with mysterious elements can smell this." So, is that why Kuro? We're gonna have an episode where we find out that Kuro has an ailment this whole time, and that's why he hangs around the doctor. He's trying to.
Well, he specifically said only the mysterious. What if he has a power?
He could have a. He definitely could. We do
he's
see.
magical.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say he could be apprenticing under the doctor because maybe there's gonna come a time where the doctor's gonna retire and he needs somebody else to take over. Or maybe that's what Kuro might be working towards.
Yeah, that's true. I also. I really don't think the doctor's that old though. I think they're pretty close in age, honestly. But
well, he's like Kuro's a middle schooler.
Yeah.
And I think Ramune's like 24. She's 9. That doesn't count.
You got a point there.
She's 112.
No. She remembers her past life.
The body is 9, but the mind is 100.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
Can we all agree on that?
Well, now, actually, I had a theory. If you guys don't mind me running a theory by you guys.
Oh, go ahead. I'm curious.
So I've played different video games, including The Wolf Among Us and stuff like that, where if somebody is, say, a powerful witch or a warlock or has all these magical powers wrapped up in like a pretty little bow kind of thing, most of them don't want to show their true selves. So they usually take on the disguise, and in most video game or anime cases, or even manga, it's always a disguise of a little girl. Until something happens that causes them to say, okay, you know what, forget this. It's time to bring out my trump card, so to speak.
Grandma's a dragon.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the case here just because of the way they've described her. Like, they described her as inside she's 112, and also she remembers her past life, which is why she's 112, and she stopped running the shop when she was 103. So it's a very gray area.
Even you said anime is weird because just as another example, look at Chibiusa from Sailor Moon. In the original manga, she's 902, but she is in the body of a 9-year-old child.
Junior from Yu Yu Hakusho. If you guys know about Junior.
Like I said,
it's like we'll see. It's a weird scenario right now. It's a weird nebulous place, and I don't like it. I don't like the implications.
The lowly grandma makes DC very uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it's because of that one ending. That's the only reason.
The one scene.
That's no, I don't know how to feel about that scene, and that's. But no, what I liked about it was. What I liked about the episode was burning the incense. He's like, oh, it makes the mysterious come out, and like Kuro's kind of like, really, and then the dude just shows up, and he's like, oh, my body was just drawn here.
And he's just like,
I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here.
You know, how is Dr. Ramune? He doesn't charge anyone for anything. ever.
I don't know. Well, he charges weird things.
But those weird things are like things that actually do not benefit him really financially.
Well, the peppers do. Think about it. He could sell the mysterious peppers to grandma.
Yeah, that's true.
He could make a lot of money off that.
I was gonna say there were times, especially going, because we went further after episode 4. We enjoyed it that much, so I don't want to spoil anything too much for you guys. But I will say that there are other weird things that do come up, and you guys will be enjoying it.
Awesome.
Good.
Rukia says hello, by the way.
I also liked that they went through like a whole thing of talking about how he tried to get rid of his fingers, and Ramone's like, "Did you boil them?" And Kuro was like, "Why would you ask that?" And he's like, "Boiling didn't work." So many good moments.
Poor dude. Why would he want to boil his fingers? I'm sure that wasn't pleasant.
There was so many good.
Look, I
good
like
moments.
what was our kids' names? Haru, Takaharu.
Takaharu, Takaharu and Bungo.
Bungo and Taka. I like the dynamic. I like the episode.
I liked that when Takaharu lost his glasses, all the girls were like, "Oh my god, he's hot!"
Yes, it was cute.
And I'm like, he doesn't look any different with glasses on.
Look, it's a trope.
I know, it's just so weird. It's so weird. Also, apparently, if you grow chili peppers, that means you're an exceptional person. Only exceptional people grow chili peppers. Mysterious diseases are weird, but they follow some sort of rules, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, but it says like fox spirits.
Yeah, like to hide in
are
your...
attracted to the fingernails, which sure,
True.
maybe.
Yes. Also, apparently, there's that one lightning dog is attracted to belly buttons.
Yes, I guess.
I don't know, man.
Japanese mythology's weird.
I'm still reeling after episode 2. That one was
the fish cake.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an episode, all right.
No,
that
I have
was
to wonder,
an episode.
Did it still function as a fish cake should?
Yeah.
Not as a fish cake.
What? Yeah, apparently it did, because...
Yeah, he was having lovers.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that episode.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. But
no, episode 4, sorry.
No,
I was gonna say I liked the end of the episode.
The end, yeah. What do you like about it?
Oh, when Kuro went to go read the book on the nail clippers, and the nail clippers are super picky, and they will only go for someone who is handsome, intelligent, and noble.
Because he wanted to know why Dr. Ramune couldn't open
and attractive.
Yeah, they had to be attractive and intelligent and noble of spirit. And he just looks at Ramune and it's just like, burp, burp. He's like, no. Just no. It was a good episode.
It was very funny. Go ahead, Luna. Go ahead.
Now, see, really quick, so we can jump into the other one. I actually really felt with this episode because I've been in that mindset before where I do want others to shine. I do want others to have their moment.
Yeah, so
and I have held back a couple times just so other people... I mean, it's human. I mean, we do what we can because we think we're helping, but in reality, we're not really helping ourselves.
Yeah, there's some good lessons in the episodes. That's something what I like.
That's...
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah, no, it definitely has a good lesson.
I was gonna...
It definitely does, and
it was
like, well, yeah, you can let somebody else shine, but don't sacrifice yourself.
Yeah, and well, also, like it's not. They won't feel better about themselves if they know you let them win.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah. It's about confidence.
Yeah.
Be proud in your victory because your enemy doesn't want to be pitied.
Yeah, you don't want to be pitied.
Yeah.
And confidence is still something I'm working on too, so I completely understand that one.
Oh yeah,
and we got a little teaser for next episode, which is pot sticker ears, and it seems to be a 2-parter.
Yeah, I have no idea, but it looks
because it says part 1. We don't want to know.
I did like the ending where Haru and Bungo. I was gonna call him Bakugo, and that was definitely not right. Bungo are
No.
like embracing their true selves.
Bungo Stray Dogs. Yeah, I like that they have a good rivalry. It's what a friendship should, like a rivalry friendship should be. You know, where you're trying to bring out the best in each other, not like some other rivals and some other animes where you're not really friends, even though they keep trying to say that it's friendship. It's not. It's like the Hiro Yoshihiko friendship where he's like, we're best friends, and like the dude's just like, oh, I'm gonna kill him after he hears my story, and Yoshihiko's just like, we're best friends. And it's like, and then he's just like, no, that's not friendship.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we can move on to our next
The
episode
King's
now.
Avatar.
King's Avatar, season 1, episode 4. Did you happen to catch the?
It was called Wild Bosses Are Meant to Be Stolen.
Go on. Sorry, my dog has to go.
Which is very much just accurate to the title of or to what happens in the episode.
Shall I give a quick summary of this one as well?
Can I just make one complaint before you do it?
You didn't like the chairs.
No. Steamed Bun is a stupid name.
I love
you may continue.
Okay, so he's talking about there's a brawler you meet later in the episode, and he's a big goofball and is very much a noob. And
I liked the character. I thought his name was
Bun
stupid.
Crusade or something like that. I have it written down.
Good character, terrible name.
It's like Steam Bun Crusade or something like that.
And this is coming from someone who creates characters with terrible names.
I don't remember what it was, and I should have
I had a character named Bloodraven Murder Boots.
Bloodraven Murder Boots.
Yes. He was a barbarian.
But anyway, so Lord, or YQ, aka Lord Grimm, goes, and first he uses little Tank's money to treat them all to some fancy McDonald's.
Oh man, I can super summarize episode.
Then they go into the game, and there's a boss fight, and it's a wild boss. There was this thing with little Tank choosing her class as well. She was gonna go on Specialized, and then she's like, well, she
chose Battle Mage. She went to go get got Battle Mage guides that were written by God of Battle Mages, GQ. GQ then says he will rewrite the guides because it needs to be updated for the new game series.
Exactly.
Then GQ finishes, and they hear about boss.
Pretty much the wild boss spawned, and we see the three main guilds.
Wild boss Gunner Yogg,
Blue River, Erp Garden, and Tyrannical Ambition, and they're all just kind of like, well, who's gonna go first? Because they're trying to steal the boss from each other. And Lord Grimm rushes in. He gets with the brawler, and then Uncle Moon comes along later with the other newbies from 4.
Yeah, basically, main character teams up with noobs to kill boss before 3 big guilds can.
Yeah. And the boss is super cool. I don't remember what it was called.
The boss, I told you.
What was
it? Wild boss Blood Gunner Yogg.
That's the one. And he was like,
also, he's basically Vincent from Final Fantasy VII going crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. And he's also
vampire.
And he definitely has that look of vampire-ness to him.
They took Wild Boss a little too literal.
Wild. But
he didn't really aim, he just span around in circles firing guns.
Yeah, that's true. Lord Grimm was very creative when taking the boss because he triggered him to do his aggro early and summon a mob of zombies.
Apparently that is a condition that's only met after 200 hit combo or when it hits 10% health.
Yes, and it was based off of his hit combo as well, so thousands of zombies spawn and keep the guild busy so they can draw away the wild boss. Kill it.
There was also, we learned about silver weapons, which are weapons that are customized in game, which is what YQ did, and it's also the reason why he needs those materials.
Exactly, he's on
putting them into his weapon.
His umbrella Gatling guns.
Yeah, I was confused about that. I had to look it up on the wiki because I was like, what? And because it didn't explain it enough, I was just like, no, you don't just throw out silver player customized. What? Apparently. In the game world, the weapon customization is something that any player can do, but it is so convoluted that no player can really ever succeeds at it. And I was just like,
interesting.
Yeah, so basically EQ is just really, really good with the weapon creation system, which is why his weapon makes no sense and doesn't follow any logic. It's a custom weapon.
Yes.
That's why it's a
I definitely
umbrella
enjoyed the
gun
brawler.
sword.
I imagine we're going to see more of our brawler, Steam Brun Crusade, or whatever his name is.
I liked him. I liked that he was first. They thought he was a great player, and then they were like, "Oh no, he's just an idiot."
He just doesn't know what he's doing. It was.
No, but somehow he's decent enough. But yeah,
And
they kill boss, and
with a choke
apparently
slam, by the way.
yeah, and apparently they find out that the Frost Forest has been beaten. The time was 13 minutes. That was 9 minutes faster than EQ's time.
Well, you got it. Don't forget as well. Blue River messages Lord Grim
Yeah,
again.
he
There's
wants
a little
him to.
conversation. He's like, "Oh, you're a boss stealer." He's like, "You don't.
Mm.
Wild bosses are meant to be stolen." He's
Well,
like,
that's
"What should
because
you
that's what
team
he
up again?"
said in game earlier.
Yeah.
He was like, "Wild bosses are meant to be stolen." So yeah.
And he's like,
But
offers him a team up for Frozen Forest, and he's like,
yeah,
"No, I'm already doing something with Tyrannical Ambition, which is his
yeah,
rival guild." And then he's like, "Oh no, that means my record with Lord Grim is going to be wiped out." And then Lord Grim finds out about his old excellent era. His old
yeah.
guild was the
Well,
one that beat his time.
do you know? I'm not impressed by that though. They're like, "Oh, it's beaten by 9 minutes," but the only reason I'm not impressed by that is because when EQ did it, he basically did it solo.
And
Whereas
EQ was
the
a very low level. Excellent era have all
yeah,
been playing this game for years, and all of
yeah,
them
so
they're in like beginner dungeons. Why are you even here?
yeah, you had like 4 high level players who are been playing for a long time take on a low level dungeon, and I was just like, so that like they treated it like as a big deal, like, oh, they beat the record, and I was like, yeah, EQ did it by himself. He
Pretty
beat it in
much, yeah.
24 minutes by himself.
hmm
The
And
13 minutes thing with 4 pros, not
EQ
impressed.
also looks very fired up. I think what we're gonna see in a
I
future
don't know.
episode is he's gonna go back there. He's gonna get with Tyrannical Ambition. He's gonna crash, just
Maybe.
destroy the record that Excellent Era did because he wants to prove not just to them but to everybody that he's still OP. I
I
think he's
I
got some bitterness and spite toward his old guild for what they.
I honestly don't think he cares.
I don't know. He looked pretty fired up to me, but we shall see in the future. So I don't know.
I don't know. According to things I read about him, just like personality wise, is he doesn't get bothered by things. Is like the main
He
personality
said
trait
that
of.
in like the first episode. It's like,
Yeah,
why waste energy getting mad? But yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not bothered, but he definitely looks like he's determined now to give the Frozen Forest another go to that record.
I really doubt it.
No, that's
Because
what I'm thinking. We're gonna
there's
see
one
next
major
episode.
reason I really doubt that that's gonna happen. Is the main thing is that he always talked about is he does it for the love of the game. He doesn't do it to be the best.
Yeah, that's
So I don't think
that is.
I don't think he cares. I think he just heard that,
I don't know. See,
and
he's
that was
gonna
like,
say that, but
ooh,
then like when he's fighting people or something, he quite enjoys even though you see him as Lord Grim with that smug little grin on his face whenever he just wrecks something, it's still like I do even though he out loud he says, "Oh yeah, I just do it for the love of the game," but I also think he likes going,
I
"Yeah, did you see
there's
that?
just
That was super cool."
there's
Yeah.
just one thing that I think would make this anime better for me.
Hmm.
I really wish it was more of a hardcore leveling warrior, um, uh, like you go into the game kind of thing. If you guys don't know about Hardcore Leveling Warrior, it is a Korean webtoon about a game that is played in your sleep. You connect to your phone in
So
your
you
sleep.
want Sword Art Online? That's what you want.
I just want something more like you're playing it mentally, like you're actually in the game mentally. You don't have to be like trapped in the game like dot hack, but just something
Or Sword Art
something that like
Online.
yeah. Well, because that would give me like a bit more stakes or something like that. Because like in Hardcore Leveling Warrior, there's a realism setting in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and the higher it is, the more your body actually feels the damage.
Do not like that. That would.
Well, they do it because it also the higher it is, the more food tastes like real food.
Can you just turn it up when eating and turn it down?
Yeah, no, you can change it at any time.
Okay, cool. No, but no, I mean, I see why Glory is done like this, because they could have made it to be completely immersive. And I don't know. For me, I like the balance between it, because we are we as the Otaku Empire, we are gamers, we are anime fans. We do have our pro side, which literally have to play games similar to Glory, and that's why I found it.
It's just
appealing.
as someone who's played so many MMOs, I just look at Glory and I just think like this game would be unplayable as in real life. This would be an
video
unplayable
game in an anime.
Yeah, I know, but I can't wrap my head around the game, and it just like it seems like they're trying to do one thing, and they could have, if they just tweaked the premise, it would have worked a lot better.
I see what you're saying, but personally, I'm okay with it. I see that you want details to be more accurate to what would make sense in a video game world. But I am okay with it because it's a video game inside of an anime. It's here for our.
It's just because I don't care. Like, what's the point?
Luna, did you get a chance to catch the King's Avatar?
Unfortunately, at the time, it was a little hard to follow. I don't do a lot of anime MMOs like that, because I couldn't even get into Sword Art Online.
But the rules of Glory are confusing.
That's okay.
I did enjoy the other show, Dr. Ramoon. Or Ramune.
Aha! You can just call it Dr. Beverage like I do.
Sorry to cut you out of that last bit of conversation there. I wanted to pull you back in a little bit.
No, you're
Sorry
fine.
About that.
I was listening.
The King's Avatar is not for everybody. It's fine.
It's not the best anime I've ever seen, but it's all right. I enjoy it. It's good, and it does personify the Otaku Empire as a whole.
I'll watch it at 2x speed. I'm not gonna lie. I'll watch it at 2x speed. I just want to get it over with. If I didn't have to watch it, I wouldn't.
I would probably still watch it. But anyway, let's pop in. Oh, don't forget, we have a post show after the show after the show where we talk
about
the
patrons.
We talk about the movie of the week, and this week's movie was When Marnie Was There. Studio Ghibli film that is unexpected in many ways.
I noped out of that for personal reasons, things that happened on Friday. But,
that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm still gonna be in the discussion just to question some things.
I'm gonna tell him about it.
I got a lot of questions.
If you guys want to hear about it, we can explore. We can talk freely, speak our minds, and we're people.
We're family friendly PG-13 here, but if you come to the post show, we warn you, there's no filter.
No filter. Negative filter, if that's the thing. Anyway. So if
I don't
you guys
know if
want to do
that's
that, you can
possible
support us for as little as $1 a month, and also get access to Season 0 when we were still learning how to do things.
That's where we watched Baccano. You guys want to hear our thoughts on Baccano? You want to watch Season 0.
We sure do.
We watch our utter looks of confusion every week.
Yes, and we're going to pop right into Empire news. As always, we thank our patrons, Chase, Lissa XO, Adam S. They are all Soul Reapers, and we are so glad to have them. Thank you guys for being awesome.
We do appreciate you.
And don't forget, you get a bunch of other perks too.
We got anything else? Anything else in the?
And we also need as I mentioned earlier, we need an anime club, a stream manager to host the anime club watch parties together in the Discord.
Yes. If you're interested in that, let us know. Get a hold of us. There's many ways to do so.
The best way is a Discord, but if you know any of our social medias, contact any one of us and we will direct you right.
Yes, you can tweet at me at DC Plays Games. If you want to.
Or whatever.
Angels Calamity.
It's at Calamity. But anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Once again, thank our wonderful guest today, Luna. Tell us, our lovely viewers, again, where to find you.
Hit them up with your socials.
So the full name is Luna X Twilight X Goddess, and I can be found from DeviantArt to Twitter to right here on Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook. If you guys want to go ahead and get a hold of me here, feel free to do so. I'm always down for a friendly chat.
And you do live streams and art, yes?
Art can be found on Instagram and Twitter. Live streams, I actually have to be getting back into that. There is a new schedule that's been dropped. I've been terribly busy. But we are looking at getting back into them this coming weekend.
Ooh,
Good.
very exciting.
Good.
And,
Look forward to that, everybody.
Maybe we can play some games in the future. You might see me on one of Luna's streams.
I hope so.
Oh, definitely. I'm down to game. Like, if I'm not doing something, I am down to. I harass.
Oh.
my
Well,
friends endlessly.
we're gonna be doing visual novels on Thursday, Fantasy Fridays, and Spooky Saturdays.
Ooh, very, very exciting.
Spooky.
You'll love to see it. All right, guys.
I
And
can't wait.
Again, I'm Angel Calamity and your co-host Directionally Challenged. Thanks for coming. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.